We at Structured Web Technologies are glad to present to you dWebSpec, a dynamic web application specification and implementation scheme. To illustrate the purpose and use of dWebSpec, we will first present some important aspects of software systems development lifecycle. It has been the convention for decades in the data processing industry for computer application development to start the specification phase by capturing requirements through documentation. These documentations become the blueprint for the implementation phase, just like architectural drawings are blueprints for construction. Unfortunately, the specification processes have not been fully applicable to dynamic web applications. This is partly owing to the rapid evolution of the field and also because certain aspects are not amenable to the use of standard specification templates. An example of such areas that are difficult to capture in specifications is the relationship or bindings between data elements on the page and domain data elements that are usually the original sources and final destinations of their data. Another area is the capture of sections, segments, or tiles that make up dynamic web pages. These units have reusability, dynamic parameters, and could have their presentations affected by business process statuses, stages, logic, as well as user roles or credentials. Another area pertains to events that are triggered on the page and handlers on the server side that service them. For example, character entries in a text box could trigger change events which would invoke server-side handlers. The result of this could be reflected in a list box in a scheme called auto-suggestion. Clicking on an item within the list could trigger a select event that is handled on the server side. Based on this selection, another list could be produced. This is also a common pattern called dependent lists. Clicking again on this list could trigger another event that would result in a detail page. What needs to be captured are such events, their sources, types, handlers or listeners, and other related data. Just like the Internet started as a massive amount of hyperlinked documents, dynamic web applications involve pages linked by navigational paths. These could be in the form of data entry wizards, multi-page item selections, shopping cart and checkout, or other complicated navigational arrangements. As part of the specifications, it is necessary to capture these navigation paths as well as their navigational rules. These would depict the rules for navigation based on pages the navigation started, the prevailing server-side handler, as well as their results, or else the security roles, groups, or identities of the users involved. It is in these areas and similar elusive aspects of dynamic web applications that dWebSpec caters to in providing the Dynamic Web Specification Template. dWebSpec leverages standard specification for the model and domain tier, like the class diagrams, entities, and similar diagrams, as well as sequence, activities, and state diagrams that could capture the controller activities. Introducing templates that cater to many areas of specification of the view tier, whereas closely integrating these with the specification for the other tiers. In combination, providing for means of comprehensive platform-independent modeling, as well as ease of translation of models to concrete implementation or specific platforms. This comprehensive specification scheme also provides means to record the varied inputs from the skill sets that are usually needed for such applications, while providing the implementation blueprint as well as contract among the collaborators. Other advantages of dWebSpec relate to its being non-platform specific. This removes the need for early commitment of implementation platform and allows that decision to be driven by the actual requirement. There is also the advantage of protecting the investment in specification and requirements gathering in a non-platform specific manner. This could ease future migration to other platforms or else provide means for model-driven enhancements. For more information on dWebSpec, please visit our website, www.structuredwebtech.com.